Wow, what a great week. I can't believe we're already heading home from Boston.
I know. It was such an awesome time, so empowering. I think we have so many great ideas to take back to PAR.
I can't believe how much we learned in 1 week.
True. I'm just glad I got there in time on Thursday to hit the kickoff for NAR 360.
And the commitment to excellence and the new consumer campaigns for the spring.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing those on TV. Oh, and our first night in Boston at the Central Lock reception, getting to go up in the hub.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah, those views were amazing.
And I'm so glad we had a reservation at Legal Seafood. Oh my God, lobster.
Lobster.
So much lobster.
Yeah.
And we got to meet one of my friends who is the president for the Baltimore Association.
I know, she had some awesome things
She
to
has some
say.
great ideas.
I'm glad our first meeting on Friday didn't start till 10. I was so bummed I didn't get to sit through the commitment to excellence to learn a little bit more about that, but I think we had the right idea, divide and conquer.
Absolutely.
I got to go to the Charitable Exchange Foundation, picked up some great ideas for PAR Cares. Can't wait to share those with the PAR Cares board.
One of the best parts about that whole convention was networking and meeting all of the other agents from all over the country and all over the world.
True. And you have a great grasp now on CX2, so we can explain that to the membership.
Oh, it's so exciting!
It was also great to sit in the large board forum that afternoon. I think you were right. We definitely fit in more with the like mind and progressive thinking of the larger boards,
Absolutely.
even though we're technically more a medium-sized board.
Well, after a full day of meetings, it was so much fun to be able to go on a tour of Fenway Park. I mean, they just won the World Series, so there was so much excitement going around the entire city.
Yeah, that was awesome, and definitely something on the bucket list that my husband had, so it was awesome that Andy and Carl could join us.
And you know me in sports, it was just a great experience.
True. I do have to apologize. I did not get up early the next morning to support you at the Realtor Relief Run. A little too cold and rainy for me, but I was with you in spirit.
I know you were, and there were a lot of agents that didn't go just because it was pouring down rain. It was freezing. It was like a flood of rain. However, I ended up walking with a lot of my friends from Illinois under umbrellas. I mean, we had a great time. It was a great way to see the city.
Yeah, I think they'll definitely continue that run at future conventions.
Well, and do you know what the Realtors Relief Fund is?
No.
Well, it's a fund that helps areas in the country that are going through any like natural disasters like hurricanes and flood and that kind of thing. So
Okay, cool.
we raise quite a bit of money.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, even though I got to stay dry, I did pick up some great information at the MLS Policies and Exchange Committee, which was super important to be at just with everything we have going on here locally with our regional.
Absolutely. Are we at cruising altitude yet?
I don't know, I sure hope so. I hope the drink cart comes by soon because I'm really going to need one more drink before I go home and pick up the kids from Grandma. Oh, I think he's coming now.
Oh, thank God. Well, speaking of drinks.
Oh, those smart teenies.
Oh, they were
we had at the
so
expo.
smart.
Yeah, and we did get to put our realtor negotiating skills to the test when we got these awesome t-shirts. Didn't even have to sign up for any online marketing plans.
They still are bugging us.
Don't worry, I'm sure your zip codes are still available.
Finally. Cheers. I still can't believe we got to meet Andy Cohen.
Oh my gosh, I know. I immediately text my pictures to my friends, all my Real Housewife friends and fans. So jealous.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been super excited when we got to see Mark Wahlberg.
That was awesome too.
You know, and everybody's like, Mark Wahlberg? No. Is he really that inspiring? And the thing is, number one, that's where he's from. He's from Boston.
True.
And he does a lot in the area there. He gives back to his community, and he really appreciates what we do.
Yeah, I think I can relate to his schedule too as a realtor. What, he starts his day like 2:30?
I mean, I don't get up that early to work out, but he does go to bed by 7:30 at night.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, goals. I was just amazed that there was 7,000 realtors all in one place, and they didn't even advertise a bar to get us there.
I'm so glad that we had time to go back to the hotel and get the guys before we went to the Museum of Science RPAC reception dinner.
Yeah, I definitely didn't have the Museum of Science on my list of must-sees for Boston, so I'm super glad RPAC had that in the schedule. So
That was a really cool thing to go to.
really
And
fun
you know,
event.
we did get to go to that because we were RPAC major investors.
Yep, another benefit of being a
Mhm.
major investor,
Absolutely.
for sure.
So I'd say Sunday morning was probably my favorite time with all these other agents.
Yeah,
The roundtables were great.
best session by far. So many great topics discussed, from how to get your members engaged, how to better communicate with members, RPAC funding raising ideas, so many great things. And we even made a little bit of time for a little Facebook Live video.
We did. And I'll be honest too, there was one guy that I sat by, he was the president of the Miami Board of Realtors, 50,000 realtors in that one association. And when he overheard me say, oh, our RPAC numbers are 87% participation and we raise X amount, and then he goes, how many people are on your board? And I
Yeah,
said, we have about 758 agents. He's like, give me your name and your number. I need to get some information from you. Because even though we're a lot smaller than they were, we are mighty.
true. We have a lot to be proud of here in
We
Peoria.
honestly do. Oh, and it was so great meeting up from some of the other agents from our state for the Illinois caucus.
Yeah, it was great running into, faces that we've seen before. When there's 25,000 realtors all in one city, running into some that was pretty nice.
Absolutely. And
Welcome
even
faces.
one agent from Champaign, he came up to me and said, hey, I have a referral for you. Make sure I get your info before you leave. I mean, just like small things like that you don't even know that could happen.
True. I thought it was cool too, like joining the regional caucus.
Yeah.
It's nice to hear that some of the surrounding states and other realtors in our region are kind of struggling with some of the same things that we are here in central Illinois. Inventory problems, and then some of the big
Member engagement,
topics.
too. That goes on throughout the entire country. It isn't only us.
Yeah, and some of the national topics too. Copyright infringement, cyber fraud, some of those big things are still an issue across the board.
Right. Oh, and one of the coolest parts ever was we got to see Fall Out Boy in concert.
I know. I didn't even know I was a Fall Out Boy fan
Me either.
until we went to the concert.
And there were so many sport coats.
So
many sport coats.
Yeah. Who knew? Realtors of all ages love concert and
Yeah.
dancing.
They
It
gave a
really
great
was
show.
like a private concert though.
Well, in the same area that had these 7,000 realtors who were attending the general session without a bar, well, there was a bar straight as you walked in with this small show,
Yeah, maybe 2,000.
if that.
Yeah, I don't think I'd ever been that close to a stage at a concert.
It was really cool.
Yeah, were the girls jealous? I know, I saw you kind of chatting and sharing some of the video from that night.
Our oldest was at her friend's house. They were FaceTiming me, and they were like, how is your mom there?
Yeah,
And then
how
she's
is
like,
your mom so cool?
And she hung up. Oh, well.
Well, it was fun too because we got to go over there a little bit early and meet up with some of our Peoria friends
Yes,
that
they
were
were
at the
there.
convention with Women's Council.
Yeah,
So
it was great to see
that was
them
great to kind
hang
of
and
visit.
hang out.
Yeah.
And even after.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That was fun.
it's always good to see them.
Yeah, that was such a fun night. I'm glad that we got to sleep in the next day and have a little bit of a free morning. So we finally got to tour Boston. The trolley tour was awesome.
That was really, really cool. We saw a lot of great, everything.
Yeah, learned so
From-
much. Can you believe it costs $75,000 to park in that city?
In that condo townhouse that was $15 million
Yeah,
with no parking space.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Boston. Not smart.
Yeah. How was the delegate meeting? Because you kind of had to cut the tour short to run over.
I did.
Be our
I think it was
car
all right. I mean, it was
presentation.
very short, but it felt really neat just to be able to go in, sign in as a representative for all 758 of these awesome realtors in our association. and we got to vote yay, and we got to vote nay, and then it was over.
Awesome. Yeah, it got over just in time that you
Did.
were able to join Carl and Andy and I at Cheers.
Oh, everybody knew your name
Everybody
there.
knows your name.
Mm-hmm.
I have learned that traveling with you, pretty much everywhere we go, somebody does know your name.
Except at Cheers.
That was true.
Yeah.
It was fun after, just even though it was kind of drizzly and rainy, just kind of walking around the streets of Boston, exploring the little neighborhoods and stuff. Like, that was probably one of my favorite parts. It's amazing to think about how much we crammed into 5 days.
And all of the notes that we took to bring back to par, maybe we should make a video about it.
We should totally do that. We should go back, make a video, talk about all the awesome things that we learned and our experiences, because you never know, somebody sitting at the board of directors table might be in these seats in the next couple of years.
And they'll be so excited to bring back what they learned.
True, to share.
How much time is left on this flight?
I don't know. Hopefully there's time for at least one more of these, because hanging up the realtor hat and putting on the mom hat, not going to be good after being gone for a week.
It was such a fun trip.
It was.